Hey, this is Armando, and I'm with a local internet marketing company. We're called VIP Digital Media, and I actually live down about a block or two away from you guys. So I see you guys every morning. I go out to run errands and do stuff, and I've been meaning to stop by and just talk with you guys just to, check in and see how business is going. But what I wanted to do was actually make you a video today about, how well see if you are doing some internet marketing to bring more targeted leads and prospects to your business. And if you are, kind of see, what kind of improvements you guys could do to, actually convert more traffic into sales, right? I know the economy is pretty tough, a lot of competition. So the only thing that we can really do is get better at our lead generation efforts in hopes of driving more traffic to our website and of course getting more customers. So what I wanted to do for you guys today was I wanted to create a competition analysis report, kind of showing you where you guys currently stand at, and who your competition is. Obviously you guys have been in business for a while, so you're going to definitely recognize a lot of the people that are in your industry as well. And what I wanted to do was just obviously, show. I see you guys have a Google local maps, set up already, and I see that obviously I pulled some information here just to make sure that we're on the same page. But what I noticed was that for, again, I noticed that you guys have a website, and we're going to cover that, where we can actually make some improvements in your initial website setup. But what I noticed was that for the main keyword used car dealer, I noticed that you guys, rank number 5, and obviously we need some work, there. And we're looking for the words cars, just sugar cars in Sugarland, or whatever phrase that we want to use there. Again, we show that we're not ranking there at all, not found. Used cars in Sugarland, ranking number 6, needs work. And if we move on to number 4, used car dealerships, you guys rank number 5, needs work. Car dealers ranks number 6, we needs work. This may be something buy here, pay here, may not be necessarily what y'all are doing. Automotive loans, again, not sure if you guys provide in-house financing or in-house loans. Secondhand cars, another classic keyword research there. Rank number 6, needs work. Bad credit car loans. Again, not sure if you're in that, if you provide in-house loans, or if you have an someone else who does financing for the customers. Um, Used car lots, rank number 4. As you can see, not found. Obviously, probably don't apply to you here. Used car sales ranks number 2, pretty good. At least we got something there. Used truck dealers, rank number 5. Affordable cars, looks like we don't have anything going on there. So, as you can see, and the reason why I'm pointing that out is because, there's many ways to get traffic to your website, but it's really important to understand how prospects find your website. And again, prospects are on different sites, doing different things that end up ultimately on your site. And so, obviously, you may or may not know this, but 77% of people who start a browsing session searching for a product do that online, and they use Google, they use YouTube. So when they start their sales process, or when they start the beginning of searching for a car or a truck, chances are 77% chance is that they're going to start online, right? And so that's important for us to know that, so that we can create and craft a marketing strategy and make it full effective, right? So those are the things that we want to talk about. And now, obviously, here is the reason why you want to be number 1 in these keywords, because number 1, classic Chevrolet is getting all your business. These guys rank number 1 for almost all these keywords, as you can tell. Classic Chevrolet, Ford, Ben, Toyota, Enterprise Rent a Car. Again, that may not be necessarily what you're in there, but again, used car dealerships, Ford, Ben, Toyota. Classic, again, Chevrolet Classic car dealers, Mercedes-Benz, Sugarland. Again, maybe not necessarily, but still, you want to be there. Um, definitely you want to be in the top two, if not one. And again, as you move down, you'll see who's getting you all your business. Classic Chevrolet, Classic Chevrolet. You just see those guys pretty much almost. Of course, again, these are not necessarily related, but Classic Chevrolet, Fort Bend Toyota. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because again, when people go online to do a search, you know, people who are or businesses who are in the first position for a keyword on Google are getting 47%, no, 42% of the search traffic. That's a huge percentage, almost half. 42% goes into, them, when they're doing their search, not finding you, but finding your competitor. So, obviously we recommend that I don't know if you're doing something to actually improve your ranking in the search engines. That way, when people are doing, specific keyword research and they're actually looking for a particular car or a particular dealership, that you guys come out favorable and within the first 1 to 3 positions, at least. You want to be at the top of these keywords, right? Because these are keywords that people are typing in Sugarland, Texas, your local, your actual location. So again, and what we can do is, if you like, you can go ahead and put your name and your email here, and I'm going to send you a free video that's going to show you how you can rank at the top of Google. There's a couple of key strategies that you have to be doing in order to position yourself favorably in the search engines, right? And there's things outside of that that you can also use. Online classifieds, obviously, which we recommend as well, because when you post a listing on online classified, it also shows up in the search engine. So they kind of work hand to hand. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. And of course, and that's just, we wanted to kind of just show you how your business is ranking right now. Now also, what I noticed was when we went into Google, Google Plus local pages. Obviously, again, Google accounts for almost 70% of online, searching. Of course, we know that 77% of people, when they start going to do a search, they go online and go to Google. So what I noticed was it looks like you have a Google Plus local page, and it seems like maybe you might had one person. I saw somewhere there. There you go. One person make a review. But again, and it says here, is this your page? So what that tells me is most likely you guys have not claimed this Google Plus local page for your business. And so I highly recommend that you guys do that. We can help you with doing that. In addition, this is your foundation for your internet marketing program. Everything will rest on Google Plus local pages. So you want to definitely claim this spot, and then you can also start building, you can start marketing information online to where people find you here, and direct you to your to your website. And it's very important because again, Google is again the number one lead traffic source. So you definitely want to be in a favorable position with Google Plus local pages. So again, if you haven't done it already, I highly recommend that you claim your spot. Okay, now looking at your website, and again, I know a lot of people try to have a flashy, pretty looking website, and what I recommend is not necessarily being flashy and pretty, but being findable, right? That's the main thing. You want to be in a position that when people search online, you come out on top. And then you have a marketing message that gets their attention and gets their interest to want to get more information. And I have some statistics here somewhere, but that I believe almost 43% of people who visit your website are typically ready to do business within 2 days. And I don't have that information up here. I'll have to actually look for it. Um, but I will definitely get that over to you so you can look at the amazing statistics in the automotive industry. How fast, mobile marketing, online reputation management, and search engine optimization is in terms of putting you right in front of your target market. Now, again, the good news is that companies who create, optimize, and promote um, their websites or blogs get 55% more traffic and 70% more leads than those who don't. So the top 3 action items that I recommend for you guys is that you need to create a blog for your company. And we'll cover that in detail, but as of right now, you don't have a blog. You have what they call a static website that it just hangs there in the cyberspace, right? But there's no on purpose funnel of traffic hitting that page. Number two, you got to get more inbound links to your website. Every link that points to your website is considered a vote from Google that your website is credible and very relevant to people who are looking for used cars or trucks or something having to do with that in your area. The more links you have to your site, the more they're going to point that out to you. I mean, point that out to your customer. And of course, a Twitter account. Twitter is very important because it is a way to constantly be posting updates on new specials and vehicles that you got that you want to be getting out the door, right? And people watch Twitter as sort of like a news update. And so they're watching that. Not only that, you're creating more content on the internet that's pointing back to your site that you can actually drive to a particular page on your site in reference to a specific vehicle. And we'll get into that later on how you can actually do that. So again, unfortunately, we have no blog. Again, as we covered, 55% those who promote their blog get more traffic and 70% more leads than those who don't, because you're constantly creating information to be served to your prospects, and of course the search engines are constantly looking. They want to come back and see what more information you have, right? So that's the way you do that. Obviously, no recent articles found. This means that basically all your articles are not optimized, they're not favorable to the eyes of the search engine. So people are not finding you. They're finding who are they? They're finding Classic Chevrolet. So with that, again, SEO, optimizing your content is a key step to ensure that you give valuable content the best possible chance of drawing traffic from the web. In essence, this section is about optimizing, your return on content. And again, what I was saying was that 40%, 46% of daily searches are for research on products or services. The more pages you have, the better chance you're going to get them ranked. So we see that your site has 100 pages that are indexed in the search engine, which is great because again, search engines look for fresh content. So again, you have to be constantly putting information out to keep staying current for your keywords, because there's other as we know, Chevrolet, those guys are constantly putting content out on the same keyword that you're after or should be after, and so it's you have to stay relevant so that they can serve it up later in the search engine. If they don't index it, the results won't show. The more fresh content you create, the more often the search engines will come back looking for more, right? And again, you're just putting information out and bringing people back to your site. How does your internal pages look? Well, they don't look very good. And again, reason being, some of it has to be the way the page is described, because each page is a own web page on itself. So your title, your description, and the keywords for each page is highly, highly critical. Again, how many pages start with your company name? It looks like they said just one, which is great, because you want to give something other than your company name as a keyword to boost ranking for other content. So we'll get into that later. But again, do you have page descriptions? And are they unique? Looks like you have some page descriptions for all 3 of the internal pages we checked. See, we got to crank that up. There's only other 2 sites that are linking to your site. So again, with a couple of quality websites linking back to your site, it just says to Google that your site is worth looking at. Sorry, we weren't able to find any pages that are linking to you. Not good. We see that you do have a mobile version of a website, which is great. By the end of 2011, 50% of Americans will own a smartphone, right? So 86% of C-level executives use a smartphone. Bam. And so do you have a meta view tag port? Do you have a meta view port tag? That basically means that it allows the mobile website to display images and rotate based on how they move their phone around. So be friendly to your mobile users by including this on your site. 74% of smartphone users have made a purchase from their smartphone. Man, that's just memorize that, please. 74% of smartphone users have made a purchase from their phone. Social, 57% of small businesses say social media is beneficial to their business, which is no wonder since being active on Twitter and Facebook has been shown to increase the number of inbound links and traffic and leads. As a result, 54% of companies increased their investment in social media and blogs 2011. Companies with over 1,000 Twitter followers get 6 times more traffic because you got a chunk of people, not all 1,000 people, of course not, but they're saying once you hit that level, a certain amount of people are consistently spinning your information out. So you want to have that. So obviously no Twitter activity. Got to be doing Twitter. Uh, I see that there again no Facebook. Sorry, we had trouble checking to see if you had a Facebook business page. Man, did you know that 93% of U.S. adult internet users are on Facebook? That seems adult users. That would mean that a big percent of those people have money to purchase a vehicle. Unless you only sell to that laggy 7% of internet users, this is going to be critical. Nearly 2 out of 3 U.S. users regularly use a social media network. You want to be found, right? And that's the main thing. That was just all lead traffic to your pages, getting traffic to you. Now, once you're in your funnel, meaning what's happening once your leads are in your funnel. Okay, this is all about converting traffic to get your prospects and leads, to get them to a point where they're ready to make a decision, or be consulting with one of your sales representatives. That way they can close more sales. We need to add more landing pages with conversion forms. We need to add more social subscription links or buttons on the home page or in pages in general. Okay, the most general tools in the middle of your funnel have to do with collecting leads and nurturing those leads into customers. You want to make it easy for customers to give you their information through forms on your website and understanding the tools that you use to nurture these leads at the beginning of the funnel, right? Are you using landing pages with forms to convert visitors? Looks like maybe we need to improve that area. We found that businesses with 31 to 40%, 40 landing pages or more get almost 7 times more leads than those with only 1 to 5. Wow, that's another powerful statistic there. Are you using automation? Really, automation meaning like having an automatic email campaign that every time somebody opts into your email opt-in form, an email automatically goes out to them, welcoming them, getting more information on them, driving them to your social media sites, getting them as fans and as followers of your company. Because then once you can go in and just update your Facebook with a new car, a new promotion, a new discount, truck, something that you want to get out, and bam, you're reaching your social network. Yeah, trust me, they're looking. Again, blogging, simply we just can't get no leads. You have no blog, so that's just terrible there. Um, so again, we find that again, are you linking your social media accounts to your homepage? Man, are you leveraging social media to get more leads, customers? Do you engage in the conversation or just talk about yourself? Again, U.S. internet users spend 3 times more time on blogs and social networks than on email. So you need to capture them and then drive them with your email. Man, I can just go on and on with these statistics, but I think we pretty much hopefully have gotten some point there. It looks like you do have some kind of Google Analytics that's tracking your website, but I can tell by the other results there that there's really not a lot of traffic, and I'm willing to bet that there's really not a lot of conversion happening there either. So that's something that we've got to, don't know if this could be 100% correct, but how many unique visitors do you have per month? It says that right now we don't have anything. So I don't know, maybe I would agree with that. I'm sure you would have to have a couple, but it's possible that maybe you don't. So let's go down here. So that kind of wraps up right our little evaluation of your online store, your website, and obviously there's some key things that we want to help work on there. And again, my name is Armando, and I'm with VIP Digital Media. And again, I look forward to being able to talk with you more in detail. If you want to just pick up the phone, you can reach me at 832-266-3267. Again, I'm just a block away from you guys. I would love to be able to talk to you more in detail on how we can help build up your online marketing. And again, just this is just a courtesy evaluation. Normally we charge about $100 up to $200 to provide this kind of information, market analysis, your ranking, and who's getting all your business. And so obviously I don't need to point out Classic Chevrolet who they are. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much getting again almost 42% of search engine traffic, which is a very powerful thing. I'd like to help you guys reach that level. Again, with that, I look forward to speaking with you soon.